Hey guys, Sure Shot Midget here. So I'm going to be doing a video on 3 AMOEBA M4s. We got a fully stocked one. We have a slightly upgraded one and a heavily upgraded one. So this one's mine, this one's Brandon's, this one's Devin's. Now, if anyone is looking for the AMOEBA M4s, I'd recommend them so much. There's one major flaw. One's a major flaw, one's not so much. They shoot hot. So if you're playing outdoors, it's 100% good for you. Now, if you're playing indoors, you're screwed, but some indoors fields actually allow 400. So after it breaks in, it might be around 400. Most of them should be around 400 after break-in. So at some fields, you'll be fine, but like our field's 380, so coils had to be cut, so this is 380. This one's 370 with coils cut. This one is no coils cut, but I'm using an M110, so it's 330. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over what's inside of him real quick, and then what's on the outside. So with Devin's here, he has a Night Evolution flashlight with a pressure pad, which is an awesome flashlight. A GMP hand stop, and that's it on the outside. Now, he does plan on getting a T1 if I'm not mistaken, but most of the time, indoors, you don't even need to use your sight. The sight's all for looks, and that's how I feel too. Like with my V12 M4, I have the T1 on mine. Sometimes I use it. Most of the time I just trace the BBs with my light. But it is cool. It gives that realistic aspect of airsoft. Plus, if somebody's close, normally my dot's going to be pretty dead on. So if somebody's close, like under 15 feet, I'm just going to use my dot. And as soon as they pop out, I'm just going to fire. So that's cool. As far as internals, again, just the spring cut and the short trigger pull mod. With Brandon's, I forget exactly how he sets this thing up. He swaps out a lot of stuff. I think he does have a flashlight. He has a red dot on his Crytac, so I think he's trying to get an optic for this. Again, he probably won't use it a whole lot, but it is for looks. But he does have a light to trace BBs, but I think he puts it up here. But he just put this one on here for now, because he took his light with him. Because he puts his light on his Crytac, too. Internally wise, it is actually wired to Dean's. This one's still Tamiya. It has a Lone XA1 motor. I brushed the commutator, was charred like crazy. So I took sandpaper and just filed all the charring off. It was actually not very hard at all. The charring wasn't very deep, so that was real easy. And then I replaced the brush springs, because the brush springs were trash. So now it works very, very well. He has it set for 3-round bursts. If it was full auto, it would probably get 25 a second. This one gets like 20, but he has it for burst. Semi-auto is pretty nice. Short trigger pull mod. This shoots 370. The Devin shoots 380. The short trigger pull mod done with that too. Safeties don't work on all these because of the short trigger pull mod, but that's just inherent with them. I have a hand stop, flip up sights. I have this rail here for my flashlight. I have G&G hop up, Lone X bucking, and stock inner barrel. JG blue motor. Sorbo, ZCI M110 spring, Siege Tech 10-1s. I think that's it. I call it my Trump gun because I have my voting sticker on there. So, the trigger pull on all 3 of these is different. Now, not majorly different. Mine is like insanely short. It's like you hardly pull it, and it's pretty smooth. With Brandon's, his trigger spring is really weak, so I couldn't make it super short, because if I did, I was afraid the trigger wouldn't reset the button, the micro switch, so I just didn't want to make it super short, but it's still half the trigger pull of the stock one. So you can shoot it real quick. They'll have to learn how to get it going, but the trigger response is insane. But as far as shooting it fast, I mean, I can shoot mine insanely fast, and in a game, I could do the same with this. Now with Devin's, with the stock motor, it's not so good. The motors, the first thing I would upgrade in his ZCI High Torque would do the same performance of my JG Blue. They're only like $33 shipped, so he's get 33 bucks and he's good there. And also, there's 2 major flaws with the AMOEBA M4s. One, they shoot pretty hard. Devin shot 420 out of the box. Now he cut some coils, so it's 380. Brandon's is 370. He cut coils too, but it was a while ago, so the spring's broken in. Mine is 330 with a full stroke. They're all full stroke though. Non-cut spring. leg cut springs, especially with high rate of fire guns. My M4, this AMOEBA shoots 28 rounds a second, and this one shoots about 25, but it's for burst. And then this one's 20, like I said, the stock one. Now, I do have a high cap full of ammo, so we'll go ahead and shoot them. Let's do the stock one first. Now, going from shooting mine to his, it's pretty crazy on the difference, even from Brandon's. It's all in the motor. Oh, I forgot to mention, when I was talking about major flaws, there's two of them. One, the spring. The major flaw is the bushings. The bushings in these guns suck. They are garbage. Absolute trash. They stink. Now, they're the same ones that are in the Elite Force OEM, or they're Elite Force, but they're ARES OEM. The bushings suck. They're steel, but you won't believe how they round out. They rounded out in Brandon's M4, his AMOEBA right here. I put new ones in there from a repair kit, and they rounded themselves out in probably 5,000 cycles. Probably 5,000 cycles, and they rounded out. And they're the ones by the bevel gear. Those are the ones that wear out the most. In mine, I put some Dream Army bushings in there. I didn't do bearings. I wanted to do bearings, but I didn't have any. I just did bushings. They're higher quality. I've had it apart since. I took it apart after probably 1,000, 2,000 cycles, and there was no shards of metal, like what happens with the stock bushings. So with Devin's, his is brand new. He's probably 1,000 cycles. His looked fine, but he's not going to get much use out of them before they crap out. So once he gets money to buy a motor, and he just needs probably $10 more for bearings or bushings, and about 40 bucks with shipping for bearings and a new motor. 40 bucks, and this thing is going to be insanely good. The pistons in all of these are metal rack pistons, and they are super, super solid. The rack is treated. It's like steel treated, heat treated, or something like that. Or it has some nice coating on it, but also the aluminum or steel is much better. These metal rack pistons are better than the ones in the Elite Force ones that are red. These are the kind of greenish brown ones that are much, much better. Much better. Now, I put Sorbo in mine, so AoE corrections in there. I did not mess with these two because I didn't put Sorbo in them. I don't think I have any spare Sorbo. So this is completely stock. Hop-up wise, it's not too good. Also, the ARES buckings are trash. They just rip really easily. Just get like a Lonex 50 or even a G&G green or a Prometheus purple, anything than the ARES, really. Auto. Pretty slow, but this does have an adapter on it, so you're probably losing a little bit of power. Plus, this one shoots the hardest of the three. And when you have a heavier spring, you're going to get less power, or less cycle speed. So that is completely stock, 380 FPS, about 380. Sounds pretty good. Shimming's not bad. I didn't mess with the shimming because when he shot it, it sounded fine. So, see, I had to have the adapter on this one because it's Tamiya. He uses stick 11 ones, which he hasn't even bought one yet. He's been borrowing the field one, so he's got to get money for that too. Oh, battery. Let's see. So this is Brandon's. It is wired to Dean's. Fake Dean's, might I add. So, let's see. So this thing sounds much cleaner, if you ask me. This shoots 370. I'm going to take off the flash. His flash header doesn't fit very well, so the BBs sometimes hit it. It's good now. G&G green shoots pretty good. A little bit higher. See how much quicker that is? It's honestly a motor swap. The difference between these is literally a motor, and you get better performance. Let's do burst. As you can see, the burst is quick. If he wants to shoot somebody outdoors, just a quick burst, they're done. And the response on this thing is nice. And I mean, it's ECU MOSFET, so once the button's hit, it makes a full cycle. Alright, now, see that? It's good enough, dude. These ARES AMOEBAs are freaking amazing. The motors just, they're not awful, but I'd say the ARES motors are like my third favorite stock motor. I have one in my ACR, and once it burns out, I had one in there already. At first, it burned out. I put another one back in there because it was the best stock motor that I had. So I'm gonna have to buy a upgrade motor for it. I could buy one, but I just wanted to use stock motors in that gun for now, at least. Alright. So this one's lower FPS, so that also aids to the cycle, the quick cycle, but also it has 10-to-1s in here. And it shoots lasers. And it's 28 rounds a second. Almost out of ammo, but